Community-supported agriculture, or CSAs, is a farming business model that has been around for over 40 years. But how exactly does it work? And what is the benefit to the producer and the consumer? We visited a few of these CSAs to better understand the value of community investment in local agriculture.
I'm John Bryant. I am the farmer and owner here at Old Tavern Farm in Quinton, Virginia, which is in New Kent County, and is community-supported agriculture. And CSAs have been around for probably 40 or 50 years that I'm aware of, possibly even longer. But the quick and easy version of it is a subscription plan where community members partner with a community farm, a farm close to them, and they agree to purchase vegetables that we provide them throughout our growing season, but they pay for it in January or February. And that's kind of the key critical piece from the farm financial side of it, is that is a time of year where many farms are either not operating, not growing and selling anything, or if they are growing year round like we do, we're limited. We don't have near the quantities. And so hence our revenue is lower. And for small diversified vegetable farms, there really isn't much opportunity for price support or loan, short-term loans that like the row crop and grain farmers have from the FSA, part of the USDA. And so this idea of a CSA came around. Those folks who join our CSA, they're kind of our bank.
Kelly Parker and Bryce Miller of Junction City Farm agree that the funding from their CSA is vital to the growth of their farm.
And so your community will buy into your CSA or your farm share, and that gives us the upfront capital to buy all of our seed, our fertilizers, everything we need to grow throughout the season. And then the folks who bought in receive, for us, it's a box of produce weekly, or an egg share. They'll get eggs weekly or chickens. And it runs throughout the duration of our season, which is 28 weeks, and it's a way for us to, like I mentioned, get upfront capital. It's a way for us to provide fresh local produce to our community and build a community around what we're doing.
It's huge. It means that we, like Kelly said, don't have to take out loans. That's how, either you're relying on the money, the cash that you made last year, at the end of the season to like buy seeds and buy fertilizer and buy compost and buy, drip tape and all the things that you need to like start the season, right? Because we start growing, we start sowing seeds in January. We sow onion seeds in January. We start planting the end of February and then all through March, and we don't start selling till May. So if we don't have, programs like our farm share, we don't have that upfront cash to be able to buy seeds and some of those types of things that we need at the beginning of the season to grow.
And with the investment a consumer puts into the CSA, the dividends are paid back in the form of fresh, local produce with interest.
We typically choose what goes in your box every week. And that is typically between 8 and 12 different vegetables that go in there. And of course, that's the other great thing about it is it teaches the consumer, the CSA member, seasonality. Our first CSA boxes will start the first week of May, and there's going to be asparagus, there's going to be strawberries, there'll be radishes, there'll probably be some type of kale or collards, there'll be lettuce, but there's not going to be tomatoes or squash or cucumbers. Those will come in another month or two. And so as the season progresses, the contents of that box change for the consumer. And what we do, where I reference that CSA member is kind of like our bank, well, like any bank, we pay interest. And the way that works is if you pay, say $30 for each box spread out over 10 weeks or something, well, the contents of that box, the retail value, is probably $36 or $38. Well, that's the interest paid back to, and that's what the consumer, besides helping support a local farm, develop a community, they're also getting something financially back for it.
The value of CSAs goes beyond receiving your produce. Friendships and community are being forged, all while supporting a local farm.
It allows us to build a community around that. We send out weekly newsletters, we give updates on the farm, we do special events that our farm share members can get access to. And so we're really just trying to build community in a way that maybe isn't done traditionally in our area. And it's been really awesome to see that community grow over the last number of years. Folks just show up to help. Folks want to be a part of this, and we have an entire almost friends group now built around folks who have joined our CSA programs.
It is a wonderful way to get to know folks, our CSA members. They mingle, they get to know each other. We do different events throughout the year.
Mark Lilly from Farm to Family says the value of CSAs are immeasurable.
So they're getting a really good high quality product, they're getting it at a really good price, and they're supporting all local businesses and farms, so I grow what I can here, but we're just a small urban farm, but it's more about supporting other small local farms and producers in the area as well. I buy from farmer ABC, and they're able to also expand their business and hire people and grow more food. As my business grows, and more people that join the CSA, it's just a reciprocating thing that there's really no downside to it. There's so many upsides.
Members realize that signing up for a CSA was a worthwhile investment.
Yeah, this is our second season. We did last season, and we loved every week. And they're very flexible. If there's things that we can't adjust for dietary reasons, they work with us, which is awesome. And it was just a way for us to bring fresh fruits and vegetables and stuff that we haven't tried before home to our kid and to all of us. And we absolutely love it. We're pumped for this season.
And joining a CSA basically makes you a farmer. Well, maybe not a real farmer.
I don't know if I have the time or energy to be a farmer, but I can eat like a farmer, definitely.
Investing in local farms while receiving fresh produce throughout the growing season and building a strong community? If any of these pique your interest, then look into your nearest CSA and help your farm grow. For Real Virginia, I'm Mike Voyak.